Okay, the stop's too tight. Sell side, we got ran out from somebody getting liquidated down to 5250s. Reverse Hello McFly, Genius Syndrome. Yeah, so the price is going down and I thought I could catch it. We came down to 5350s. VPOC shifted, so value's moving lower. We stopped at 5425s, and then liquidity dries up as they buy at 5425. So the stop is too low. So the stop is too tight. Then I get sucked into a long at the breakout, and I get out. I'm still looking for a short here because 55 evens. The sellers dried up. Now VPOC shifted. There are buyers now. It looks like a breakout. This is where I take a good trade. First, I scratch that. I try to get a fill. Then we come down to 5450s, 55s, 5425s, 54 evens. Right here, I have to watch the setup. 54 evens, 5425s. 5450. So I have a stop. I have a tick profit at 55 evens, which I disagree with. The tape stopped at 5425. I'm watching the Q now. Buy side, there's 48, and it looks like absorption on the inside prints 36 and 41. They sell it lower. So I suppose the stop is good. I'm kind of fried. I don't know what I'm kind of fried. I don't know what I'm looking at. And then we see a breakdown to 52s where I flip short. Now the tape stops after the breakdown, right? And there's a wall there at 52 evens, 5250, and they throw it up on very little volume on the buy side, 53 evens, 5325s, and we lose it. I think we rally from here. So I'm just taking losses here for no reason, right? We sell off into the LVN. I take a short here at 51 evens. And then I move my stop unnecessarily. 24s, 49.50s, 49.25s, 49 evens. Yeah. 50, 50, 50, 25, 50, 75. It's a good long back into the LVN. I'm watching tape now. 33s, 14s. So buyers are still winning. There's pressure on the inside print. 50, 20 bid. 24 now. The bid's thickening up. Ask is thinning out. They pull from 28 to 33s. 13 contracts trade. So there's a run through the LVN, low volume node now, and then sellers show up. It looks like they pull again. Very easy. So sellers are spoofing the Q. And I have this big tick, take profit here. I don't agree with that. Oh, this might be a low of day run. That's exactly what it is. Okay. So first, there's momentum there on the sell side. Buyers can't even fill the inside. Prints at 59, at 50.75. We drag the stop to 51 evens, nines, tens. 52s, 48s, right? I want to see the Q disappear, 50.25. Seller's spoof. I'm kind of scared now, that's why I moved the stop loss. I should have left it. Okay, it goes from 35 to 14, then it doubles to 20, and then they pull a tick of and then they pull a tick of the bid, which is great. Now I'm watching the volume profile. I shouldn't have gone out there because look at 49.50, how there's nothing printed on the buy side. That tells me, right, that it looks like we could go lower. And then we see the bid, and then we see the bid stick, and we see upticking to 50.25, and they run it in that direction. So I want to look for the entry now. Fifty evens, 23s, 5s, 38s, 49.50s. That's where I pulled the stop. My bad. So the bid sticks. Now it's upticking out of the high volume node. 49.75 sticks a little bit. 49.75 sticks a little bit. Then we get over 50 to 50.25, and we establish 50 evens as value again. So we saw value shift to 49.75, and now it's holding to ticks higher at 50.25 off of the low 49.50, the value area low, where sellers hit the inside prints. And there was no buyer participation, and then they ran it up. Buyers did on low volume. So essentially, this effectively it was a stop run into into a small low of day, and that's why the take profit is so far away. Because when you run the low of day, that's when buyers If you run the low of day, that's when buyers step in, and vice versa. You don't bid the lows; you bid when the lows are swept. Let me just watch the crawl up. 11, and then they pull it with ease. It looks like the queue is shrinking. Okay, and then they sit on it, and the 44 on the sell side at 52 evens is real, and so I take a two tick loss on that, and then the Q sell side gives up, so they cut their offers in half, and 33 trades, meaning it was largely eaten by aggressive buyers, which tells me prices moving higher. Sorry if I'm zoning out. Actually, it's my review. I apologize for nothing. I largely agree with the reversion trade to VPOC. 5375s. Then I get out as VPOC shifts. 5325. Yeah. Okay, the floor's at 5250, and we're upticking here. I want to see if the queue empties out on the sell side. We're thickening up for whatever reason at 7:50 in the morning. I don't know why. Okay, inside prints, buy side 53 evens. Really not a lot there. 8 trades. That Q sell is real on 53 evens. The 44. It's not going away. And so I'm watching 5250 buy side to see if it thickens up or thins out. 37, 38, 29. It seems to be holding. And we hit the Q again and they plunge. So 10 trades there, value shifting. That looks like it's time to get out. $29, $6.39, $44, $35. The floor is still holding. Now it's giving out. It's ticked through twice. And the Q disappears. 52.25, that 32. I would scratch here. I added to it. Oh, because I think the wall is real. Okay, and 82 trades there, 52 evens. So now I would move my stop below that 87. Yeah. And now I'll just show you. See 51.75, how it's going back and forth. It's holding 51.75. Right? That's why I went short there. Because it was holding that as a sort of a quote unquote ceiling, if that makes sense. $51.75 plunge, 52.25. Yeah, I agree with that. Just holding the floor there at 51.75, I agree with that. And then we lost 52.75 and we're hitting 75 again. Okay, we're down into the LVN now. The floor holds there. It's a good place for a long. Just probably at 50, 51.25 realistically, and trying to catch the bid. I would say, 51 evens flat on the line, but I don't really care about the value area as much as I do the momentum. Plus one. Okay, there's a long. The stop is too tight, but it's into value. Now I want to see why I got out here. 19. Ask dries up. closed on ask thickening. Yeah, it jumped to 40, then down to 15, then to 27, then to 15 again, then to 17, and then it thickened up. Okay, it's a good reason to get out. The value is 52.75. And then I walk away from this trade. I come back for a long. Just break out long, and the stop is too tight besides VPOC. Just a bad trade. VPOC shifts. Value shifting higher. It looks like we're ready for a breakout. Another 2 tick long. And I scratch for a tick here because it's doing nothing. Probably around 53s is where I'd look to see price rally. 54, we insist on holding VPOC. This, I need to see why I shorted here. This sort of holding of a floor. I don't really agree with the breakout. Holding 54.25s. I need to see us go from 54.25 to 54 even, and then do that over and over again. Okay, good 3 ticks. Now I'm watching the Q. 25, 20, 30, 25. They don't want to throw it higher. 40, 12. So they're spoofing the Q. It's going to go lower here.